Hey everyone, it's Roxx, and today is a different kind of video that I just wanted to share. I'm trying out new things. First off, I wanted to explain some things. Number one, I'm trying out new things, so I'm not only going to do reviews. I realized when I do reviews of games that they don't come out very consistently, and I understand that because they do take a lot more to edit than other videos of mine, but that's still no excuse because I can make them in a day or two because of quality. My quality, it changes in consistency, and I really am going to do more about that later in this week. Try to push out more content, but better quality. Better quality because I know I can, if that makes sense. I know it won't be hard on me. Don't worry. It won't be stressful. It doesn't matter. I love this, and it should be a lot better. I'm just gonna try out new things and make a lot more funny videos because that's really what I started the channel with. Funny, random videos about video games, and it's gonna be a good time. Second, Smash Ultimate is coming soon. I don't know if I'm gonna get it. I don't even have a Switch. I'm just really bad. I'm just poor, bro. I'm poor. But there are big future plans in 2019, and there's no way I can't get a Switch in 2019 and Smash Ultimate, if that makes sense. So, KDP, Neon Chicken Buff, I'm coming at you guys. I'm gonna fight you 2-on-1, 2 against 1, 2. It's a 1 against 2, and I'm coming at you, bros. The next thing I wanted to say was, I don't know, other than that, I don't know, I've been trying to be more active with the community lately, and I love you guys for that. You guys know who you are. I really want to do collabs with you guys, KDP, Neon, Kia Time, all you guys, all you beautiful boys, and yeah, that should be great. 2019, let's just all blow. Let's just not blow up. Let's just all not blow up. Let's just all become our best selves, okay? I'm a really bad talker, sorry. The next thing I wanted to say was about there's new Luigis Mansion 3 coming out on Switch that I'm very excited for. I did not play Dark Moon, but I played the heck out of 1. If you play 1 and you like the first Luigi's Mansion, you won't stop there. You will play it 5 more times. That's how the game works. So I've played that 10, 20 times, maybe just about, and I absolutely love the game, so that's why this video is kind of weird to make about Luigi's Mansion 3. So the real video is about Luigi's Mansion on the 3DS. It's ported to the 3DS, and I just wanted to say the pros right now. Pros, that's a really great idea. That's kids in this main video, not all kids nowadays under 11, under 12 can have a GameCube easily, unless they have an older brother or a sister. But not many kids these days can have a GameCube, and luckily my brother is a big gamer, big nerd, so I grew up with everything basically from the 90s and growing up in 2000s when it comes to Nintendo video games. So I got really lucky with that. But a lot of kids don't have GameCubes these days, which really sucks. So getting a port like this is very useful for them because I've seen kids out in the wild, out in real life world playing with their 3DS, playing Dark Moon on their 3DS, and they would love it. They look obsessed with it, and this is a really great addition to the 3DS because a lot of kids still don't fully comprehend the fact there's a new game. They'll understand there's a new game, but they don't understand what 3DS, if the 3DS is dying, slowing down, they don't really understand exactly what that means. So as an adult, as an older teen, it's really cool to see that. For heads up, I love Luigi's Mansion so much. It's one of my favorite games. I got it on my birthday 10 years ago. Whoa, 10 years ago. I think I got it on my birthday just about 10 years ago. I woke up and they had the game right in front of me, and it was amazing. I played the heck out of that game. The GameCube is such a great system. It's back there, and a lot of you have played it before, I'm sure. But let's go into the real juicy topic of this video, and let's roll the clip of why the Luigi's Mansion port is the best and the worst port that Nintendo has ever made. Bye.
So is Luigi's Mansion port actually bad? Yes and no. The actual game is fairly good. It's the same Luigi's Mansion we all know and love, and at the core, it's wonderful. But why is it necessarily bad? Well, that really sparks from the main inspiration for making the port. Now, they really made the port because of several reasons. One, it was Halloween time and they just wanted to get that extra piece of content out there. Two, Luigi's Mansion 3 is coming out on the Switch 2019, so why not port the original to 3DS? And three, they know people would buy it. It's an easy buy for someone who loves Luigi's Mansion, and an easy buy for a kid who grew up playing Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon and wants to try out the first one but doesn't have a GameCube. Now yeah, that's genius. They really advertise this port as a co-op experience. Now, if you grew up playing Luigi's Mansion, you know that a co-op experience sounds like the best idea and the most fun you'll ever have with a game. Something about Luigi's Mansion is just very special. So having that co-op factor would be amazing, right? Yes and no. Again, it's a fun concept at heart, having another player play with you in the mansion, collecting ghosts, but when it comes down to the actual port, there's not much to it. In the port for 3DS, they make Luigi. Yes, Luigi. It's a green slime goo version of Luigi that is apparently from the future. I don't know how this works. I don't know what EGAD did. I don't know why this is a character, but I do expect a costume in Smash Ultimate. Thank you very much, Nintendo. So why is Luigi made? Why didn't they do Waluigi, Wario, Peach? Anybody, but just anybody that could remotely be fine. Why Luigi? Well, I mean, it's really simple, nothing complicated. It doesn't matter. You see, it doesn't matter what they do or who they bring on, because even though they advertise the co-op as like the main reason to buy this port, they know it doesn't matter because half the people aren't even going to play co-op. Playing co-op in Luigi's Mansion does sound fun, but when you put it into context, it just doesn't work. And this isn't even the real reason why this port is bad. When you do co-op, it can be laggy and the frames drop at sometimes, which is really weird. How do you have this kind of gameplay on the 3DS this far into the future with an old game? I mean, I guess it's a console game. Maybe I'm just being a little bit iffy, but that is a little weird. Another thing is Luigi has that guide kind of co-op. You know how there's in co-op games, for example, in co-op games like Halo, you and a friend, if you play the story, you go and you equally have options to kill aliens and to do whatever, to freely roam throughout the map. Now in a game like Luigi's Mansion, or let's say Fable, it's a game where you can just plug in and play whenever as a co-op game, which yes, it works to an extent, but not many people necessarily want that, if that makes sense. For example, in Fable, you can play the main story as yourself and buy things, meet people, talk to people, do the story mode, and there's a co-op mode where you can have a friend join in, but your friend can't talk to people, collects coins only for you, can't even have, I don't even think they can have new attire on. They can't get pets, they can't really do the story mode. So it's only so much to a certain extent where it's fun for an hour or two before they actually drop the game and get bored with it. With a co-op mode like this, you can't really feel satisfied and accomplished with what you're doing. When you beat the game, it kind of feels like you're doing nothing. And when you play Luigi's Mansion, you really want to complete it and see how high of a score you can get with money wise, and it just kind of decreases the value of the gameplay, in my opinion. So, frame drops when you're playing co-op. Co-op isn't executed that well. Luigi is a horrible character. That's 3 really bad reasons to have a port when that's one of the main issues of the port. Now, let's say you took away the co-op. Is the game good? Yes, the game works. The game works good. You can play it on the go. Playing Luigi's Mansion on the go sounds amazing. It has the full game. The graphics do look good on the 3DS. I don't see a problem with the graphics at all. And overall, it's an actually good port if you don't have co-op. Now, does the co-op really decrease the value of the game? In my opinion, it does. I think Nintendo gave you a slap in the face there, honestly, because they knew you would buy it. They knew the people who would buy it, and they don't really care about putting much effort into the co-op mode of Luigi's Mansion on a port, which makes sense, yeah, but it does suck that we couldn't get more of a creative route to the co-op experience. Would I recommend you actually buy the Luigi's Mansion port? Sure, if you want to play Luigi's Mansion on the go, if you're young and you've never played it before, you have to play the game. It's a definite playthrough for any Nintendo lover if you haven't played it already. If you do love Luigi's Mansion and you're thinking about buying it, I say if you have the GameCube version, just don't go ahead with the 3DS version. There's so many better games on the 3DS that you could be playing, like Pokemon, which is so much more refined and so much more gameplay to it, or Mario Kart 7, which still holds up so much better than the Luigi's Mansion port. So yes, it's kind of a bad port, and that sucks, but it does its job. It helps new children play Luigi's Mansion, which is a fantastic game from our childhoods, and it helps them even get a co-op experience if people ever wanted to just even try it out for a good hour or two. Yes, it executes its job, but it executes it poorly. I'm sorry, that's just my opinion. If you do like this video, please make sure to give a like and subscribe and turn on notifications. That helps me out so much. We're so close to 200 subscribers. We're 40 away, I think. We can do it by the end of the year. I know we can. We've been growing a little bit more lately, so let's keep that on track. And I hope you really enjoy this video. I hope you have a great day. More videos and collabs coming soon. Christmas specials coming soon. Thanksgiving specials maybe. Who knows? It's gonna be great. I love you guys. Peace.